Alrighty. Wait, is it just me or is why is it? Why does the screen look darker? What? Am I hallucinating that? Eh? ちょっと? Okay, no, it was darker. Okay. Alright. Anyways. Good day, everyone. I'm Shiroyuki Tamaya, your resident coyote phantom thief, at your service. Sorry about that. I am my, throat is still trying to wake up. I haven't done a morning stream in a while. But I hope all of you are doing well. Welcome, welcome. Hello Tsume-senpai and hello Fresh. Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for stopping by. Please go be sure to check out Tsume-shiro's channel. He's an awesome content creator. Let me show you what I got for breakfast today with me. As you may know, in the US, Thanksgiving was recently, here. So, I got actually some, hold on. Where is my picture? This. Oh, it's big. I got pumpkin pie. This is what I'm eating today. I don't usually eat sweet things in the morning, but I don't mind this. And no prep. I don't have to do anything. I just have to cut it out. Which is perfect because I didn't feel like cooking. Because I will admit, I'm not a breakfast foods person. When it comes to things I eat in the morning, it generally is not actually breakfast food. Except for more recently where I've been consuming egregious amounts of bagels in the morning. Just because they are around. It's not good. I eat so many bagels now. It's not even funny. But as of recent, I've been eating lots of bagels and cream cheese in the morning, but in a normal situation, I usually would eat something very savory or even something you could probably consider, you know, dinner food or lunch food. So I'll eat leftover pasta, leftover pizza. I'll make ramen in the morning, just some instant ramen. Make that, eat it. Literally, I'll basically just eat any leftovers from dinner last night and just eat it for breakfast. Because I find that more delicious than eating actual breakfast foods. I also just usually don't like eating sweet things in the morning. Add an egg to ramen to make it breakfast food. Yes, it's always important to add egg. If you don't add egg to the ramen, then make some eggs on the side. One of my favorite things to do actually is, if I'm not putting egg in the ramen, I like to make tamagoyaki. Which is the Japanese rolled omelet, and it's very good. I enjoy making those. It takes a little bit of time to make tamagoyaki, so it's a little bit more of a cooking process, but I enjoy it. I think it tastes great. Also, this pie is good. Heck yeah, whipped cream in the morning. Well, good thing I'm going to the gym after this stream. Going to burn off all the calories as soon as I'm done. Can I figure how to make the fluffy JP eggs? JP food is hard. It is difficult. I have tried to make onigiri in the past, and I burned my hands for one, but it was super hard to make the onigiri. I tried again more recently, and it didn't work, so I ended up just turning it all into fried rice because I had all this extra cooked rice and nothing to do with it, which sucked. So I had to figure out what to do with this, like, these 4 cups, rice cooker cups worth of rice, and I'm like, guess I'm making fried rice because that's the only other thing I can think of. So I did that. I made some egg fried rice, which was delicious, mind you. So not too hard of an L, but I'm still a little salty that I couldn't make the onigiri. But you know what? I'll try again. Just like how I'll have a revenge arc for making bagels. You might have seen, actually recently, on Insta, I posted images of the bagels that I baked, and they were okay. They weren't great, but they weren't terrible. They tasted like bagels, but I didn't have a baking sheet, so I had to use oil to make sure the bagels didn't stick to the pans that they were baking in. So instead of actually baking, they kind of fried and roasted like you would with, like, if you put a bunch of potatoes in a pan with oil and just threw them into the oven. Yeah, that's what happened to the bagels. It wasn't bad, but it was confusing, none the least, to consume it. It was like, it was a bagel, but it was trying to be so much more than just a normal bagel. But yeah, I want to try again because I enjoy baking. And if I can make bagels and make them good and figure out how to make them to taste great, I'm going to do it. Tried to make bagel-made donut. Ooh, donuts are good. I have made donuts, actually. What? So this was maybe... Hold on, actually, I have pictures. Let me... Okay, this was 3 years ago. I baked a bunch of or well, not baked, fried. I made a bunch of apple cider donuts in the fall, a little bit before Halloween, and they came out really nice. They were a little dry from what I can remember, but flavor-wise they tasted really nice. Not a strong apple cider taste, but I feel like apple cider donuts just tend to not end up having as strong of an apple taste as much as you'd want, which kind of sucks because I like apple cider a lot. I like apples a lot. Apples are the fruit I consume the most. But despite the lack of apple taste in these donuts, they had a very nice, like, light cinnamon taste, a nice sweetness without being overly sweet. They were just kind of like a perfect donut to have with, like, coffee or something. No apple cherry. Cherries are great. It's just, don't want to get cherry juice anywhere on your clothes because that is stain heaven. Cherry juice is the worst thing to get on your clothes. Cherry juice, mustard, those things, it's so hard to get them out of clothing. It's not fun. Orang is a Bahasa word for human. I see. Drink the juice. I mean, hey. I don't think I've had straight cherry juice. I'd be surprised to find that. Actually, no, I wouldn't be surprised to find that. But, I mean, I drink a lot of cherry sodas. I need to, like, cut back how much soda I drink. It's not good. But I do like cherry sodas. They're delicious, and in my opinion, the best sodas. But I do drink, like, that's the one thing. You can't bring me to a store and, like, tell me you can buy whatever you want. And, like, if I have a car available to me, I will just buy a case of soda and I will drink almost all of it in, like, 5 days. It's not good. It's so bad. But at the same time, in that moment, I'm just like, I regret nothing that I am doing. No soda, lemon tea. Lemon iced tea is also another one of my drink addictions. I drink a ton of lemon iced tea, and every time I go to the store, I buy an entire big gallon plastic carton container of lemon iced tea, and I go through it in about 2 days. That's how much tea I drink. Ever tried ginger ale? Yes, I have. I love ginger ale. It's a very good soda. Though I do associate it a lot more with, what would I say? When I'm sick. Yeah. When I've been sick and had like a stomach ache or something, I'd drink ginger ale in the past to make me feel a little better. So that's kind of the memories I have with it. It's like my healing tonic. But also, hello Rota, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for stopping by. Hope you're doing well. Welcome, welcome. Kirin lemon tea. Is that, so I'm guessing, a Japanese brand of tea? I have never heard of that. Hold on, I need to look this up. Kirin lemon tea. Ooh. Ooh, this looks... Oh, that looks good. That's a much more intense yellow than I was expecting, but that's probably just packaging. Ah, yes. That looks good. I love lemon tea. I could drink lemon tea every day, but then I'd forget to drink, like, normal water. I never drink enough water. The only time I do drink enough water is when I'm streaming, because I usually have a water bottle with me, like today. And otherwise, I don't drink water. I just forget. And I have to have people tell me and remind me, hey, you know what, Shiro? You need to drink some water. And I'm like, oh yeah, sure. I'll go drink water. I leave and just play a game. I leave and do work. That's just what happens. I don't drink water. But streaming reminds me too, because one, you always gotta hydrate on stream, and two, having water is very nice because my throat starts to get sore as I talk more, so always good to rehydrate the throat so it doesn't completely dry out as I talk. This pie is so good. No water, only my tasty lemon tea and Suntory whiskey. I don't even want to think about alcohol. It's morning right now. I quite literally managed to get myself out of bed about 30 minutes before the stream started. I decided to, you know, wait on my alarm. I was gonna wake up an hour earlier, but I decided, since, you know, I was planning to just cut a piece of pie for breakfast, it's like, I don't really need to, you know, wake up too early. So we did this instead. I did this instead, which is, granted, the pie is great, but I still have terrible morning voice right now. I definitely sound a lot more like croaky. I guess that's how you would word it. That's just how I am in the morning. Like, in early morning, my voice will be like more down here and a lot more croaky than right now. I'm more awake right now, so I definitely don't sound as low, but morning voice, like full morning voice, like I've just woken up and you're talking to me. I like, my voice goes like an octave lower. But I've also considered using that to my advantage and actually doing morning recordings and like doing a very quick, like gentle warm-up so I can hit low notes, like super low notes in songs, and just like kind of cheat them out. Because I think as the day progresses, sometimes with singing recordings, can't really hit some of the low notes because my throat isn't relaxed enough. But if I just sing in the morning when my throat is the most relaxed it can be, there's the answer. There's the key. Should I just turn this into singing tips, chat? the singing method stream. It is a free talk. I can talk about whatever I want. You know what? Yeah. Let's talk about my, recording, singing, vocal stuff method. Which is not much of a method, but it's my process that I do that makes the most sense. So, and if anyone else wants to, take from this and, you know, use it to help them do recordings themselves, go ahead. Honestly, I find this the most, like, easy to follow for me, but I know not everyone would, you know, necessarily think the same. So, let's start. So, whenever I choose a new song to cover, I generally look at, first, one, if I enjoy the song. Look, whenever I'm choosing a song, always choose something that you enjoy. Never choose a song that you don't want to sing, because there's no point. There's absolutely no point in doing that. It's reflective when you sing a song how much you enjoyed singing it. And you can tell very quickly when someone did not like the song they were singing. At least I can. At least I can kind of tell. Sometimes people are pretty good, can cover it up, but like, generally though, to get the best sound in any song that you sing, always choose something that you enjoy personally, or, you know, have fond memories of, any kind of thing like that. Next, of course, when you have that song, you want to look at 1, tempo, 2, the pitch and the range of the song, and 3, of course, the lyrics that you're singing. So with tempo, of course, you want to see, are you singing a slow song, a medium speed song, a fast song? What kind of instant energy are you getting from just the BPM alone? Once you have that in mind, I always look at the pitch range. And I do a few test runs with the pitch, so I'll sing it at its normal pitch. If it's too high, I'll try singing at that, in the same key, but in the lower octave, and if there's notes I can't hit, then I know I have to transpose the song. And I'll work around with that with transposing it lower or higher depending on what range I'd like to use. I generally transpose higher so I can sing in my lower range, because that is my stronger range. On the occasion, I'll transpose lower, but I tend not to do that because sometimes if I have to actually transpose too low, the instrumental can take a blow from the transposing, which sucks. But I'll do a few test runs of how the range goes, see if I can squeak out the high notes, squeak out the low notes, and I'll make note of that. It would be so nice to find a song that I can sing in its original pitch. Yeah, it's nice when you can find those songs. Unfortunately, a lot of the songs I like to sing are, you know, Vocaloid songs. So they're all high. Everything is high. Unless it's like a male Vocaloid, and even the male Vocaloids will sing high. Generally everything is, if I don't change the key, I have to sing in the octave low. Which is unfortunate, but I can do that. It's fine. And then the lyrics. This is kind of an optional thing, and of course, if it's, you know, a song in English and you know the lyrics by heart, then maybe you don't need to really do this, but I like to look at the lyrics first. This isn't even like going in for like pronunciation if you're singing a Japanese song or if you're singing English song and you're not a native English speaker. I like just looking at the lyrics and just reading through them to get a grasp of the song's theme and the meaning of the song, because it gives me a rough idea beyond just like how the song sounds naturally when it's, you know, just played through normally. It gives me an idea of how I want to try to sing certain parts, depending on you know, what each verse or line says and means. I kind of make a mental, like, how would you say that? It's like a little like map tree of each verse and section. I look at the lyrics and think, okay, how do I want to address / sing this area? Do I want to sing this with a softer tone? Do I want to sing this in a more aggressive tone? Do I want to add growls? Do I want to add vocal fry? I go through that, and I also listen to the song as I'm doing it. Another step, listen to the song a lot and lip sync. That's a very important thing to do. It's good to listen to your song over and over again, get it ingrained in your brain, and the more you lip sync, in my opinion, to the song and practice just like mouthing the lyrics, the better it'll be when you actually record, because your mouth will kind of already remember how to say all the lyrics just normally. So all you really need to do is be a little more conscious about like your actual like audible vocals. But yeah, I make a little mental note just on the exact areas of how I want to tackle every sound, just by reading the lyrics and like looking at the meanings. And I think when I like write rap lyrics too, I generally do that in the very early stages as well, but I'll do it as while I'm practicing too, so I can immediately do some practice recordings of those rap lyrics and evaluate them on the spot. But generally when I write the rap lyrics, so when I've done things like, I mean, I guess, yeah, technically I've only, no, yeah, no, there was King as well. So the two songs right now that I have done rap lyrics for are Envy Baby and King. With King, there wasn't really much of a process to, but with Envy Baby, there was a lot of thought behind the lyrics that I made. I took some of these subtle meanings from the original MV, the motifs and stuff, to turn into lyrics. And then with the parts of the bridge that I replaced, I looked at the lyrics themselves that were originally there, and I kind of took those phrases and put them into the rap lyrics in a way that worked. So I guess in a way, I reworked the original lyrics into my lyrics in some way. Because I didn't want to lose that original meaning. If I'm gonna write rap lyrics, they should still reflect what was, like, whatever it was replacing, but, you know, still fit as a proper rap. But anyways, that was still just all prep stuff. Now, then I would go into the practice phase, which is just either doing like karaoke runs of the song without recording, and as well as doing recording practice takes where I figure out exactly how I want to splice stuff and where I will do separate recordings for everything, because what I've learned that works better, don't do things in a single track, in a single take. Just don't. It's pain for yourself and for everyone. Best thing you can do is divide things. The way I like to do it is I'll record my verses, I'll record chorus, pre-chorus, bridge, those types of things, all in separate tracks. And I'll just leave those tracks specifically for those things. So if there's multiple choruses, I'll have all the choruses in one single track. Same with verses, same with pre-chorus and the bridge and that stuff. If I don't do it in one take, I mess up the flow. That is what I had gotten myself to believe as well. That if I didn't do it in a single take, it wouldn't sound even. And to that, I say, you are a fool. Just try. It's a good thing to get into the habit of doing. One thing too, to like try get used to. So imagine you have your like one verse, and you've already recorded and sung it. To try to lead up into the next part, especially if it's just immediately after, hum or soft sing the few like verses before you come in with the new take. So you lead into it, and you can just cut out, the part that you're humming and stuff because you don't want that in there. But it'll make you sound a little more consistent. But it is, in my opinion, better to not just do things in one take, especially since, within every take, even if there's like every single take, even if there's bad parts in those like singular track takes, there's always going to be good parts, and you want to save those good parts. But I will say, like, it did take me time to properly do that, because it was not an easy transition to do, because I was very used to doing everything in one track. If I didn't do it in one track, I couldn't sing, I couldn't get my voice to sound, like, in my head, if I didn't do it in one take, like, if I tried to splice it together, my voice wouldn't be consistent enough to make it sound good. But that was not true. I just needed to practice doing the other way, and recording has never been easier, but it also has never been longer in my life. I lose the notes, the timing is all off, it's just bad. I usually just keep doing the whole song over and over and then splice it all. I mean, yeah, if you keep your takes and then splice it, that's not bad, but that is the one thing, especially if there's a long break and your vocals are always going to be taking hits every time you do a recording, especially if you're not, a professional vocalist. But even professional vocalists, after a long time, it's like, it's going to be evident. So that's why I like doing it in those like small takes, because I can concentrate the amount of time I'm doing vocals and use the best like voice that I have, like as like I can use my voice without it being as diminished over a longer period of time, in a way. I don't know why, because I'm not like doing full run-throughs of the entire song. Because if I had to do that for every single part, I have to do the entire song through, the end parts are gonna suffer more. And that's actually what would happen with my single takes. Some of my really early stuff is pretty bad. But I've gotten better. But generally, after practice phase, in the practice phase, I'll figure out how I want to cut things most of the time when I do the practice recording. And I'll have that prepped and drafted ahead of time, so when I do my final recording, so the legit runs, it's already planned out, it's already set out, and I don't have to worry about thinking about how to splice it all. And I'll figure out my rap lyrics and my ad-libs during that time as well, if there are any rap lyrics or ad-libs and stuff like that. And from there, it's the final recordings, to which I have to actively think about doing all the techniques correct and doing everything correct. And if it's not how I want it, I say sayonara to that one little take there. And I just keep doing retakes until it's correct. Which can take from... So actual recording sessions, they usually last a good few hours or so, and the actual process of doing recordings can either take, you know, those few hours or the entire week, depending on how my brain and my voice decide to behave. Some days I do record when I'm like in a more nitpicky mood, so I end up ripping all my recording takes to shreds. Which, granted, with some of the recording takes I've done, it's probably very unnecessary, but it did help in the end. It did help. But number one thing though, during recording process, to always remember, if you're getting frustrated, just stop. Don't do any more that day. Just stop, take a break. If you think you can go back to recording after taking a break, you can, but my rule of thumb is, if I'm starting to get angry at what I'm doing, I just step away and don't think about it until tomorrow, and then I'll go back, refreshed, revamped, excited, and then everything sounds better. Because the more you try to bang your head against the wall to get out a recording, the worse it will sound. That is just how it is. Especially since the longer you record, the more tired your ears are gonna get as well. And you're not gonna hear everything that's happening. You'll miss certain things, and you might think it's passable, but then you'll listen the next day and it's like, wait a second. That's not good at all, and then have to delete it and restart, which is not a great way to start the recording process. Unless the mood of the song is that you need to be angry because you can't get something right. I mean, yeah. I mean, actually, sometimes if I need an aggressive tone, I remember, for something I've been practicing actually, I decided to test actually being angry for the song, and it was interesting because it worked and it didn't, but I think that kind of thing would work depending on the song. I don't know what song I would choose to have like that anger sound, but definitely there's a place for it. There's definitely a place for it. I need to drink some water. My throat is oh jeez. Alright. My nose was also a little stuffed up. I love pie. But yeah, that is my music process. There's nothing much else I can say. Though maybe I'm missing things, but it's the morning and I don't care. I could probably do an entire little stream about what I do for recording and just go through it all, like on a stream for a song recording. But That is not this stream. This is just my free talk stream. I definitely don't think I'm the best at these streams. It takes me a while to come up with subjects, and I am not good at continuing conversations, but... you adapt to it. It's definitely different than continuing a conversation with someone you're talking to directly. You know. Because as a phantom thief, gotta make sure I have good conversation skills. Especially if I need to delay someone. I have to be ready, be able to come up with anything on the spot and just continue chatting to them. And then from there, once I've had my fill of distraction, just take them out. Simple and easy. And you know, it's good for stealing hearts. Pie. Pie is delicious. I'm sad this slice of pie is almost gone. Surprise kiss. No. I don't resort to that. You just gotta tease and flirt. That's all you gotta do. Make them think one thing, and then do something else. Ow. Wait, hold on. Ow. Heck, I just bit my lip. I hate when that happens. I'm fine. I'm not bleeding, so that's all that matters. Inside of my lip will be a little swollen, but I can deal with that. That's not bad. It is annoying when you do those little tiny things of accidentally biting your lip, accidentally cutting, like, your finger, or some random part of your body on paper or whatever. It's like, gosh, why? It's just one of those little light pains where it's like, in the moment, it's one of the worst things ever. For just those, like, few little tiny seconds, because you think to yourself and it's like, wow, that was stupid. And the more you dwell on it, it's like, gosh, darn it, why? Yeah, that is terrible. That is absolutely terrible. And breakfast is gone. I have eaten all of it. Sayonara pie. You served me well. I'll burn all of that at the gym in like an hour. Because I'm not going to make this a long stream, just because, one, I do have plans to go to the gym at 11, so, I'll probably end, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe around 10:15. Just so I have a little time to get ready and just chill for a second. But, good thing though, it's not the end of the streams. I have a stream in the evening, if you don't remember. We're going back to Berseria, and I'm very excited because it's been so long and I want to play that game. Every time I would open Steam and I'd just see Berseria, it's like, I stopped myself from playing that off stream because there wasn't any way I was going to play it off stream. That would be wrong. That is my stream game, and as much as I love it, I'm playing it with you guys. I've never been to the gym. Most of my exercise is walking, running stuff. I've never tried power training, though. I wonder how hard it is. I wonder how it is, though. I enjoy going to the gym. I don't usually use treadmills and stuff because actually impact, things that have impact. So running and stuff like that, it hurts my ankles, actually. I generally have an issue with like my ankles stiffening up really quickly, so I actually use an elliptical, usually if I want to do like a cardio type of thing. When I do strength training, so weight training, I like using the machines. I'll use free weights as well, but I tend to use all of the machines for lifting weights, doing core, doing all those other things, and I enjoy it. I like moving my body around. My arms are sore actually right now because, what? Left one, I got my flu vaccine yesterday, and then my right one, I didn't really do anything to my right one. I think it's just sore from like a little bit of a workout I did like 2 days ago. I don't know why it's still sore. It just is, but if I move it around... That was loud. What the... Well, I don't know if you heard that, but my entire bone just cracked there. Good God, shoulder, what the hell? Anyways, but yeah, I enjoy doing the movement. It makes me feel good and makes me feel stronger. Though I don't do it nearly enough, because I will say the process of just dragging yourself out of bed to go to the gym in the morning is a very intense feeling, and it's like, I would rather not. But hey, that's fine. Ooh. Little stretch there. I think if I weren't going to the gym, then the exercise I'd tend to get the most is from walking and possibly riding my bike. I don't bike that often, but on the occasion, if I feel like it, I'll do some biking. I'll stop and take pictures of the outside and stuff, but it's not something I do a ton. Walking, I don't do often either. Usually if I'm walking, it's if I actually have to. So if I'm going somewhere. So free time would be biking, and then general walking to places is, you know, how I can get to places. But, where was I going with that? I don't really know where I was going with that one. Yep, this is my brain in the morning. I have a thought and it immediately leaves my brain. Just absolutely runs away, never to be seen again. There goes all of my thoughts. It's nice to just put yourself in an environment with zero distractions, and you can just think while you walk, and maybe listen to some music too. And then I realize I've walked 4 kilometers already. Yeah, that's kind of how it... That's kind of how I feel at the gym, actually. I'll go to the gym, just put on some music, and before I know it, like 2 hours have passed and I've done a bunch of stuff. Even if you're moving around and like moving around a lot, just kind of having the music and just not really thinking about the actions, but just doing them and feeling it, you lose track of time real quick. But I mean, I used to have a bit of a more consistent routine with going to the gym. I'd go to the gym every morning. On Saturday, it'd be before I have breakfast. On Sunday, it would be like in the afternoon. And I'd go do, on Saturday, it'd be just like 1 hour on the elliptical. On Sunday, it'd be a more cardio-based thing with some weights as well that I'd do. I kind of added the weight training myself, but I do that and it was great. It felt great. But then I stopped and I do regret stopping because now it's made it the idea of going back way harder, which sucks because I actually like working out at the gym. But I just need to get myself in the habit. If I get it back, if I make it a habit again, then it won't be bad. They'll just be a part of my routine and a part of my day, and I don't have to feel like I have to be like, oh, gotta get up for the gym. Dragging myself across the floor to like just get there. But yeah, working out is like a love-hate relationship. You both hate it and enjoy it sometimes. That's just how it is. Getting back into things once you lose habit is always annoying, I feel you. Indeed. And hello, Soul, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for stopping by. Welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, no, but it really is. Once you, cause that's the thing. To get back into habit in one thing, you have to break another habit that you've developed. And sometimes that habit that you've developed recently is way harder to break than the other one that you broke. Working out is one of those things. Once you start getting, you know, in my case, it's like stop going to the gym and then sleeping in and being lazy. And that's so much more comfortable than waking up early and going to work out. Just like the entire image and thought of it in the morning, it's like, yeah, no, I prefer this thing, but I know I should do the other thing. But, screw it, I'm gonna sleep in. Doing well, enjoying a slow Saturday. That's always good, that's always good. It's like, some days can be exciting and very active, but nothing, it is truly nice to have one of those like slow chill days. I may enjoy a good heist and some nice action as a thief, but nothing beats those nice relaxing times that you can just enjoy and, you know, observe the world as it rolls around. See, I just make it so that I have no choice but to break the old habit. For example, recently I've been putting my phone away so that I have no choice but to get out of bed as soon as I wake up. Because otherwise, when I wake up, my phone is next to me, I just turn off my brain, and before I know it, my phone is in my hand and it's been an hour that I've been in bed. That I can kind of relate to, but I'm generally good at just waking up. It's that, or I just set my alarms to be closer to a certain time so that no matter what I do, I have to wake up. And you know what? It works, and it also gets me a little bit of extra sleep that I need because I don't get enough sleep most of the time. Like many of my fellow friends and content creators, it's like, what's your sleep schedule like? Atrocious. Great. Glad to know. Always remember to get enough sleep, people. Do it for us who do not get enough sleep. I'm trying though. I've been pretty good about it as of more recently. I get plenty of hours, but I think right now it's more like I get enough hours, but it's at the wrong times. I tried that, but I just end up waking up like 2 minutes before the alarm. Turned off the alarms all manually, then just got back in bed and overslept. See, I set alarms and it's like a military clock. Even if I wake up before the alarm, I just go to sleep. I don't turn off the alarms ever because I want it to blare in my face because that's what makes me wake up. The idea with the late alarms might actually work. I'm always the fastest if it's very close to the alarm. Yeah, generally what I'll do, even if I wake up before the alarm, I'm usually tired enough where I can just close my eyes for a little bit more. And I have a special app on my phone actually, so that when I have my earbuds in, the alarm will play through my earbuds and not like into the world, because you know, I have a roommate, don't want to wake them up by my alarm or bother other people with it. But what it will do is just play the alarm directly into my ears, so I'm just getting full blasted with the sound of beeping, and that's enough to wake me up. I sleep with earbuds? Yes, I do. They generally fall out. I know some people are just like, no, that's not a good thing to do. I do it all the time. I sleep with earbuds in. Usually one falls out, but the other one stays in. If I wake up, I'll just put it in again, and yeah, no. When I hear an alarm, it is pretty much like military. I wake up immediately. I might not feel awake, but I'll wake up and I'll know it's time. It's like, gotta get ready for the day. Just like a snap of the fingers. I used to be better about it though. Like, and by better about it, I mean, when I used to hear my alarm, and this was even before I had the earbud situation, because I kept sleeping through my other alarms actually. The moment I'd hear the beeping, I would like launch myself out of my bed. But that was a few years ago. Now, if I don't have the alarm in my ear, I won't wake up. Because the other ones don't, like, I can sleep through the other ones, which is not great, but I learned that the hard way. Probably couldn't do that. I already have enough trouble falling asleep even without stuff in my ears. I mean, yeah, it's not for everyone. It's definitely not for everyone. I think even when I first started doing it, it was weird to get used to because it's like, oh, I'm not used to having this stuff there. But now I'm just used to it. That's just how I live. Naps with earbuds are nice though. Oh, it ended up being too painful after like 2 hours. Yeah, for me, it's never painful. I mean, hold on. The ones I have aren't like, have this nice rubberized part, so it doesn't like hurt to have them in my ears for very long, but naps with earbuds are nice, especially while listening to ASMR. ASMR. I actually do listen to a bunch of ASMR videos sometimes, especially when I'm traveling, for some white noise and background noise. It's just relaxing for me. I enjoy that. Do you have a song for an alarm? No, I don't do a song. I have beeping, just the beeping. Just like a basic alarm clock, because I don't think I'd wake up to a song, because my brain would just associate that with the same background noise that I listen to sometimes to fall asleep, because I will also sometimes listen to music to like fall asleep. So if I tried to use a song for an alarm, I just wouldn't wake up. I don't think I'd wake up at all. It would just basically be like, my brain wouldn't associate that with an alarm sound, I guess. It's been trained too hard to like tune in for that beeping sound to like signal to the rest of me, like, hello, time to wake up, Shiro. So, yeah, I would love to have music for other alarm sounds, but I don't know how to set that up. But it's fine, I don't mind it. I used to have a particular song for an alarm, and now as soon as I hear the intro of that song, I get conditioned to be hyper alert. Yeah, I mean, if I conditioned myself into it, I might be, but as of right now, considering that I just listen to music to fall asleep, I don't think I could. I have a sound bit called Yago's Nightmare. That's a title, which is just the most annoying combination of Hololive girls telling you to wake up, plus beeping sounds from Kodo. The most annoying, or do you mean like most obnoxious sounds? Oh god, that I mean, hey, that sounds effective. At one point I did think, you know what, if I'm gonna change this alarm to anything, I'll just go and ask Zephyriana to make a really loud screaming, like screamo soundbite, and just give that to me, and I'll make that an alarm sound. I've thought about that as like a joke, but there was one point where I legitimately thought about it. But I'm not gonna ask Zephy to do that. I've been tempted though. I have been tempted. Now the combination makes it hard to listen to, which makes it so effective. That, I mean, hey, that's also a method. Like, I've had a few ideas for different alarms to have. One of them, of course, was Zephy Screamo into my ears. The other one, though, was bass boosted, you know, the painful ear rapey stuff. That kind of stuff, you know, the things that make you regret even putting your earbuds into your ears. I would have done that. However, one, I value my hearing as a singer, but two, I'm not sure if I'd wake up. Still, let me tell you a fun story about this one year I did a, you know, I was doing homework over the summer. I had some summer homework for my educative stuff, which was oh so wonderful. Like, yeah, totally wanted to do that, you know. But I was just doing this homework that I had to do, and I was getting bored and getting distracted because I didn't have like anything playing in the background. I was just like, I can't focus on anything I'm doing. I need something like to just numb my mind. So I went online and started looking for stuff, and I found bass boosted, the bass boosted version of the American National Anthem. And you know what I did? I clicked on that video, turned it on repeat, turned it up, put my headphones on, and I listened to that. I listened to that thing for 5 hours on repeat as I did my homework. And I managed to finish it just like that. And at one point, I couldn't even really hear the music. All I heard was like the static in the background. I'm just like, maybe I should stop. But I didn't stop. I just kept going until the homework was done. I don't know why, of all the things I chose, it was the national anthem, but I can never unhear the opening. The moment I hear the opening, it's just like, up, we're back again. It doesn't like hurt my ears. I'm just too used to it. Other things can be a little annoying to my ears, but in general though, those kind of bass boosted stuff I can get through with no problem, which is why I feel like unless I turned it up real loud, which would be dangerous for myself, yeah, no, I don't think I would wake up actually. Which is terrifying to think about, because those things are the last thing you want to hear being blasted into your ears at any kind of volume. It doesn't matter what the volume is, you just don't want to hear that stuff. But nope, I survived my own stupidity. Probably shouldn't have been able to survive my own stupidity, but you know, it's fine. It is fine. Oh, true patriot, I see. No, not at all. In fact, probably the existence of that thing is like the opposite of patriotism. That thing is an abomination upon the world. But, hey, it gave me something funny to look back on. Just like those other moments of my life that I've done very, very stupid things. Like taking the dare to eat a handful of grass. Showing off to Arsene by punching the... by punching one of the carriages. And that thing is made of steel. That hurt. But hey, I'm a durable person. I'm surprisingly durable. Because if I wasn't, you know, wouldn't be here right now. I've done some very stupid things. Because, I mean, I think I mentioned this at one point, that I, sprained my ankle walking down a ski slope. Yeah, that was a bad idea. I somehow still walked on that sprained ankle, and no, I heard one of the loudest cracks of my life happen when that thing got sprained. It was viscerally in my head. And it was definitely, it didn't feel like it was in place when I put weight onto it, but I shuffled my way a little bit on it and then crawled my way down the rest of that stupid mountain. And I was so hyped up on adrenaline at what was happening that I barely acknowledged the fact that, man, yeah, no, this really does hurt, until I finally got onto the bench and put ice onto my ankle and was like, yeah, I'm in severe pain. But hey, I managed to survive the rest of that night and drive myself home. Don't do that. Even if that wasn't my dominant foot, just don't. That's not a good thing. Yeah, that does happen. Pain doesn't set in as much when in a state of panic. No, this wasn't panic though. It was not panic at all. It was weird, excited adrenaline, because I was like, in that moment, I was like, wow, this is so interesting. Something actually, like, weird has happened. Because I was already just, like, pretty excited about trying to get down the mountain, but in my brain, I was just like, you know, I thought this was like one of the most fun things ever. It's like, I just cracked my entire ankle and I'm just like, in my head, I acknowledge it's like, nope, that's a really bad thing, but at the same time, it's like, this is the most interesting thing that has happened this entire year. I'm going to be excited about it, because if I can't feel the pain right now, I might as well just enjoy it while it lasts. Which I did. I enjoyed it while it lasted and then regretted everything right after. Yeah, not highly excited state, yeah. But it wasn't like, for me, it really wasn't excited in the, just like, the idea of, you know, how some people just get randomly excited because of all the adrenaline. No, I was legitimately having a great time. I was... My friend who was with me was, like, legitimately concerned and was like, "Are you okay?" And I was just, like, smiling and laughing. Yep, I'm fine. Just, like, casually and normally. I probably looked insane to some of those people who were around and asking me, it's like, "Are you okay?" But no, I was having the time of my life. What are you talking about? But yeah, pain delayed, and I got to feel the regret as soon as the pain returned. But it was definitely an interesting experience because that sprain was actually the first sprain that I ever got, and that was more recent. Yeah, I've managed to get pretty lucky about not like spraining or breaking stuff until that moment. But what do you know, it took me doing something really stupid to actually sprain something. And I still didn't quite break anything, but you know, sprains can actually be more dangerous than breaking a bone because ligaments and tissues and stuff like that. But hey, gives me a good story to tell other people. It's like, yeah, I crawled down a mountain with a sprained ankle and managed to get to the bottom. Like, that is an entire story. But man, it's already 10:11. I did say I was gonna go to the gym, so I think I might end it here. I know it's not a long stream, but I'm planning on streaming for a while tonight because you know, it'll be the last stream before I go back to where I'm currently residing, and I won't be able to stream, unfortunately. Though I know I don't think I can you know, do the thing I'm thinking about, but give me 1 second to just check. Hold on. Let me check something. Yeah, unfortunately I can't. Dang. Yeah, one of the things I wanted to do, I can't do YouTube redirects, unfortunately, because, you know, I don't have... What? You need 1K subs, actually, to do redirects, which... I'm getting closer, but not quite there yet, unfortunately. But, let me... There are a few people I know who are actually streaming right now, so... Let me give a link to one of them, at least. Let's do... Okay, I'll do 2 people. Or should I just do all three? No, I'll just do two. Okay. Let me get the links for a second. So... I don't know if they're almost done or not, but let me get these out. So one of the people who are currently streaming is Felicity. From what I can tell, they're currently looking at they're reacting to Hololive stuff. So if you enjoy that, please go check them out. Or if you want something a little less hype, a little more chill, the lovely Aruri is streaming a, what is it? She's doing a mukbang. So if you like that stuff and want to keep doing little chat and eating, she's also available. They're both amazing people. Please go show them both support though, too. But anyways, I will leave it at that. You can go check those guys out. You don't need to do any like raid things because I'm not doing a raid. There's also not enough people here for like a true proper raid, but you know, it's fine. But anyways, thank you guys so much for stopping by. I hope you guys had as much fun as I did. Rach, no, don't. Stop. Cease right there. Thank you guys so much for coming out. I hope you guys had as much fun as I did, and I will see you later tonight. Alright, otsu shiro. See ya.